Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Film Pigs on GeekNation. We're a web show. It's all about the movies. And important announcement, I mean, you probably already heard, but Marvel has decided to go in a different direction. I will not be the new Spider-Man. Some kid named Tom is going to be the new Spider-Man. It's not going to be me. I'm sorry.
You were robbed.
Yeah, would have been a feather in my cap, but c'est la vie. Anyway, I'm your host, Steve Skelton. Normally, thank you. Normally, I would be here with Todd Robert Anderson and Stephen Falk. Both of them are MIA. Stephen Falk is very, very hard at work on his FXX show, You're the Worst. Second season will be coming later this year. Todd just left town to go on vacation. So, you know,
tough life.
Yeah, he's not working. We'll be hearing from them later in the show. However, I have some fantastic and some would say superior replacements. Some Shannon Hillary.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Alixandrée, Antoine.
Yeah.
Both friends of the show. Both have been on many times before. Very happy to have you back. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, let's celebrate that by
yeah.
toasting a little popcorn, shall we?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
So good. Let's jump into it with some rash judgments, you guys.
Yay.
What are rash judgments, you say? All right, even if you didn't say, rash judgments are where we take a look at the movies that are coming out soon and tell you, the hardworking viewer, whether you should or should not go see them, based entirely on our own dickish opinions. We haven't seen these movies.
Never. No.
We haven't been invited to any screeners or premieres, or we're not allowed to them.
Nope.
So basically, we maybe take a look at a trailer, maybe look at the internet, and then decide whether it's worth your time or not. Anyway, let's get rolling with some judgments. Shannon, do you have a rash judgment for us?
I do. Magic Mike XXL.
Oh, boy.
Now, full disclosure, I saw the first one, and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I mean, these movies are spank bank movies. They're for the ladies and
some men.
And some men who don't like to throw down with the ladies. This one, though, looks like it's trying to take itself really seriously.
Uh-oh.
Like it starts, the trailer doesn't exactly say what they're doing. It just starts by showing the different guys. Oh, it stars Channing Tatum, Joe Manganiello, Elizabeth Banks, Matt Bomer, Jada Pinkett Smith. Anyway, so it starts by just showing the guys doing random things on their own, such as Joe Manganiello strutting into a convenience store, going up to a Pepsi refrigerator, doing a pelvic thrust to it, and then it cuts away to Channing Tatum, like in his shop, with like a cutting torch, and then it cuts back to Joe Manganiello, and he's taking a bottle from the Pepsi fridge, dumping it over his head. Cuts back, Channing Tatum's appearing to like jerk off with his cutting torch, and these sparks fly from where his dick is. And I'm like, is this a fetish movie? Or is this a movie about strippers? Then you find out that the Kings of Tampa, that were the strip troupe, are going to Myrtle Beach for a convention, and Magic Mike, Channing Tatum, has since retired from the biz, but he wants one last go.
Oh, God.
Lovely.
It's like a heist movie, but with male strippers.
Exactly.
One last job before I'm out of this horrible business for good.
And Channing Tatum's like, well, if we're going to do this one last time, we should come up with some new moves, a new routine.
He's the only one who can dance.
Yeah, I know. And they go to, I guess Jada Pinkett Smith is like the MC at some club, and there's a scene backstage where it's all intense, and she's like, it's showtime, not bro time.
Which is hilarious because technically it's both.
Yeah,
Thank you.
technically it is
Thank
both.
you.
And Andy McDowell makes an appearance.
Of course.
Oh, with the hair.
Yeah, with
Love
the hair.
her hair,
But
though.
the guys are like at some private party with her and Elizabeth Banks and the ladies, and she looks at them and says something like, "Oh, I wish you boys had been around in our days." And Joe Manganiello, Big Dick Ritchie, looks at her and says, "Oh, I think it still is your day, ma'am." And they don't look that far apart in age.
Yeah.
At all.
She looks amazing.
She does look amazing.
Well, that's because of all the skin products that she hawks.
Yeah, and the work she hasn't had done.
But she still was a beautiful, naturally beautiful woman.
And so I found that irritating because it was like, you don't look that far apart in age, you know? And
True Blood aged him.
it did. His beard is all gray or whatever. But yeah,
You're not gonna go see it?
No, I'm not gonna go see it. I'm not gonna go see it.
Just watch the old Step Up movies with Channing Tatum.
There you go.
Yeah.
And there's a real love story there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I may Netflix it if I'm lonely one night, but you know, I wouldn't pay money to go see it.
Magic Mike XXL. Netflix it if you're lonely at night. Awesome. Well, now Todd and Steve aren't with us this episode, but they do have some rash judgments. And if we want to retire to the Film Pigs Auditorium,
let's do that.
let's see what they have to say.
Okay,
guys,
that sounds
let's go.
good. That sounds
All
good.
right.
Are we going?
Oh yes.
Let's go.
This way.
Hey everybody, I'm very tired. This is a rash judgment for Stung, a horror comedy directed by this guy Benny Diaz, and it stars Lance Hendrickson and a lot of people I don't know. I think Clifton Collins Jr. is in it. And it's a little B movie about a bunch of wasps who invade this like upper crust country club thing. So there's sort of like a Caddyshack type like workers versus the rich people thing at work. And then a lot of dumb like killer wasps. It looks like it maybe takes itself a little more seriously than I would like for a movie like this, but it certainly looks enjoyable and watchable and something that I would probably enjoy watching at Todd's house someday.
Hi, my rash judgment is coming to you from Hawaii, because that's where I am. I'm in Hawaii. My rash judgment is for a movie called Jackie and Ryan, which has got Katherine Heigl, I guess, and it's about like a guy who jumps trains and is a musician and they fall in love. I don't know. When I saw the title, I thought maybe it was about like Jack Ryan from Hunt for Red October going through transition. It doesn't matter. If I was in Los Angeles, I wouldn't see this movie. I'm in Hawaii, okay? And once you're in Hawaii, you realize movies are dumb because this is Hawaii. I'm staying. Have a good show.
Wow. Those were some really informative rash judgments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where was Todd standing? On a balcony?
Yeah, I don't know. Like he's in Hawaii somewhere. He looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And he looks like he's wearing a sunscreen too.
yeah. Well, no, it's important because he's very,
Very
pale.
fair, yes.
He's a very pale redhead, so he's got to have sunscreen. Otherwise, he'll just burst into flames.
Oh, no.
Dre, do you have a rash judgment for us?
Yes. Hello. My rash judgment is for Terminator. Genesis. I can't do the Genesis.
Genesis. Come on, the Genesis. Get to the top. I'm the Terminator.
Genesis. Anyways, I need like a throat lozenge now.
Ricola.
It is Ricola. It is starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and a whole bunch of other people like J.K. Simmons and
Love J.K. Simmons.
Emilia
Yeah, he's great.
Clarke, Jason Clarke. They're not related. I want to see it. I like the Terminators. I think I might not have seen one of them, but number one,
Salvation.
the very first one, I've seen. Then that's
Yeah.
my favorite, the one with Linda. And pretty much, I think Terminator Genesis is a reboot of the first one. So it's going to be, they're playing with the timelines again. And instead of Sarah Connor being a scared waitress, she actually is going to be like a kick-ass woman who could fight back for herself and stuff like that. So they're just playing with the timeline and just had to like amp it up a little bit. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun summer movie, probably a lot of great action. And I would definitely go and see it.
All right,
free. I'm
get to the chopper.
Yes.
And go see Terminator Genesis.
Did Arnold Schwarzenegger, is he, I assume he's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he
of course.
look like, how old does he
He
look?
looks like a
He
super
looks
old
like
robot.
a wax figure. But, I mean, he's still in shape. He's still, doing his thing. And I think regardless, who can't go wrong with Terminator? Like, that's, when you think of Arnold
Well,
Schwarzenegger.
Terminator
I think
Salvation can go wrong with Terminator.
yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
the one I didn't see.
Yeah, that was the last one with
Don't
Christian
see
Bale.
that one.
Whoa. Okay, so I did not see
Anyway.
that one. But I think when I think Arnold, I think Terminator, and I just Sarah Connor. Anytime I hear the name Sarah, I have to say that. So yeah, I'm gonna go see it, and I hope you guys do too.
All right, fantastic. That's a 2 thumbs up for Terminator Genesis.
Oh, Ebert.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, thank you for the rash judgments, you guys.
You're
And
welcome.
we have something very special this
What?
episode.
What?
Sometimes on the Film Pigs, we get preview trailers for movies that are coming out, but no one's seen the trailers yet.
Ooh.
And this time we have a very scary movie. It's a scary
Okay.
movie. I know
Love
Dre, you like scary movies.
Yeah.
And it's a very stylish, scary movie. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Should we just roll it?
Yeah, let's roll it. I want to see
Let's
it.
roll this thing!
Roll it!
This is so much fun. I'm so glad we're having this retro sleepover.
I know, me too. And your place looks great. It's like it's from the 70s or 80s. I mean, it really gives everything that kind of timeless, dreamy feeling.
Thanks.
Hey, you ever hear about the Night Stumbler?
That urban legend, that's not real. We summon the stumbler! We summon the stumbler! We summon the stumbler! We summon... Do you ever get the feeling that you're being followed?
No, I've never felt like that.
Why are you so quiet? Are you sleepy?
No, this is just my ultra real way of existing in this continuum. I'm just being so real.
We should probably break up. He's right there.
I mean, he's not even really doing anything. Kind of boring.
My car broke down. It's after me. You gotta help.
Okay, calm down. Where are you?
It's been following me everywhere. It killed Barry.
Barry always sounded drowsy, am I right?
Focus, Cheryl. How do we stop this thing?
I don't know. It's not scary. It's not even really doing anything.
Oh, God. I'm bored.
Wow, you guys, that trailer was so scary.
I screamed.
That
Oh my
freaked
God.
me out.
That
was
was-
really scary.
I'm gonna go see it.
Because it's a thing that chases you and just keeps chasing you until you just die.
It's
for it.
really original. Like,
Yeah.
it's really, that was freaky.
I've never seen anything like that
No,
before in my
that
life.
was
Oh
freaky.
my God. Oh,
So,
well,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have nightmares tonight.
I don't know. I don't know how we can top that for this show. So I don't even think we should try.
No.
So
We've hit our peak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to say a big thanks to Shannon Hillary and Alixandrée Antoine for joining me for this particular episode. Thanks to Steve Falk and Todd Robert Anderson for not being here, and one of which is working very, very hard and has a good excuse.
Yes.
The other doesn't really have much of an excuse. He just bailed to go on vacation. So what are you going to do?
Selfish. Selfish.
Yeah,
Selfish.
totally selfish.
Yeah.
So that's the show, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Yay.
And until next time, the concession stand is closed due to health code violations.